It's Monday. This is the charts of the day. A pretty good day on Wall Street, particularly at the end of the day when the market just ran to the close and it was a strong session. Technicals underlying weren't great, but it was a good day price-wise. Let's look at a couple dozen stocks that did well today. AMD broke out above the June high today and closed with a bang up 536, about 4% on 99 million. But you can see this is the highest level AMD's reached since back at the end of 21, so it's a 2-year high. At this point, I'm looking for a run that takes it into the 145.48 range. BPMC, also a multi-month, almost 2-year high now. Today popping another 539 or 7%, with now a target near the January 21 highs, January 22 highs, when it traded up to 84.5, my next target. CDT, well, snapping back after a big run and a pullback that tested the moving average it held. If we break through here, a move above 650, might get you to 7.5 and 8.5. Maybe as high as 10. Up next, CYTK with a long multi-month inverse head and shoulders. You can see where the neckline is. This one's got to get above 37 with energy. If it does, it targets at 40.5 and 45 plus. DocuSign also popped today substantially, up 409 or 8%. Volume was 15.3 million, and it looks to me like it might be headed towards the high 50s. Etsy has taken out a declining top sign going back a year nearly. After popping and pulling back, it's popped again today, up 461 or almost 6%. Volume was the heaviest we've seen in about 6 weeks. It looks to me like if it gets above here, you probably have a good shot at getting into the 90 range and maybe 99. GCT popped out of a coil. It's been running ever since. It was a couple-day pause Thursday, Friday, but today it resumed the advance. My target, 18. GTHX, big spike last week and a pause on Friday. Today it resumed, jumping from 292 to 404. It finished 355 up 41 cents, a 13% gain on 6.1 million. Target, if the momentum continues, 7.5. Intel, been in a rising channel for all year, basically. The March low, which is around 25, has gained 20 points since then, reaching 45.09 recently. The pullback and today the spike back, 181 to 44.51. If we get through here, we're looking for 50.51. And VZ, a V bottom or right-hand extension. Today it popped for key resistance, but there's a gap in there near 2.5 that's going to be tough to get to. If it does, 321 is your next target, 320. JTAI was a big one today, 88 million shares, jumping 92% and closing in the upper end of the range at 310. Your target is a reach up towards 4 and then 5. Lift, after coming out of a base and pulling back for a week, it just resumed the advance the last couple of days, jumping back from 11.75 to 14.31. Your target, 16. MINM popped sharply a week and a half ago and then went into a coil or wedge. Today it popped a wedge, jumping 22% on low volume, relatively low volume. But if it gets through 460, your scalp target, then I might look for 7 and 8. MOR also broke through key overhead triple top resistance area and jumped from 733 to 924, finished 8 3/4, up 169. That kind of volume and a breakout is important to me, and I think the stock extends. Your next target, 11. MRKR came through a declining top sign after a big run earlier in the year. April low under $1, ran up to over 9, almost 10, so a 10-fold increase, and then a pullback. Today's big pop, 310 to 556, finished 461 up 140, 44% gain. Your target now, around 7. Nike, right, going through key resistance in the last couple of days, it advanced another 284 today. My target, top of the channel, is about 120, 224, and then 130. Powell, well, an old swing of ours from back in August, this stock went sideways for multiple months and consolidated the big gains from the prior year. You can see now that it coming through here, once and if it gets back above 93, we could see 100 and 110. Sava coming out of an inverse head and shoulders, 2 days in a row, spiking from 2090 Friday morning to 2805 today's high, closing 2770. That's up 331 and 13%. My target, 33. Shake Shack spiking with a big engulfing reversal bar, taking it from 59.80 to 67.40, finished 67 up 602 or 10%. This one breaks out. I'm now looking for 71 and 74.5. Snap, been in a beautiful rising channel for about 5 weeks now, which has taken it from 9 to nearly 16. Today's high 16 even. Your targets are 17, 17 and a half and above. No, a new tech traded swing popped out today, jumping 213, only a small percentage gain, but I like this from look at 207 and 220. SOXL, the ETF for the semiconductor triple bull, the bottom right hand extension, cup and handle, broke out today. The double top should get tested next at about 29. And finally, SSNT exploded last week and then went into a 4-day coil wedge. Today it dropped down and then ripped out, went from 7 to 11.48, finished 1071 up 185, a 21% gain. Now looking for a retest of 13. And that's a look at some of the hot stocks at thetechtrader.com. Good night, everybody.